Game, welcome to game 2 between XtremeGaming and CDEC in this upper bracket semi-final in the Chinese qualifiers for TI11. Game 1 was taken by XtremeGaming in rudimentary fashion. They outdrafted CDEC and then they outplayed them, and CDEC was sort of left a little bit scratching their heads with what they could do.
Radiant team ban.
First sets of bans here. CDEC will get rid of the Enigma and the Omni Knight. So looking to counter out the ability to really sustain one big hero, and also the AoE control and farming capacity really of an Enigma. XtremeGaming will once again take the same two bans, Brewmaster and Primal Beast. Okay, so are we in a time machine? Because I'm pretty sure this is exactly the same first 5 bans and picks. Or even, was it first 7 bans and picks? So Death Prophet from XtremeGaming, Marcy and Pangolier taken from CDEC, and Xtreme grab the Earth Spirit. So so far we're just running it back. CDEC says yeah, we want to do that one again. And Xtreme says, sure, let's do it again. We won, don't you remember? It's not really on the team that lost the game to mix it up. It's more on the team, yeah, it's not on the team who won to mix it up. It's more on the team that lost to mix it up and try something different. So CDEC is sticking to their guns, at least their first 2 picks. Will they ban the Bloodseeker? I think he just had too much of almost a presence against the Pangolier. Unless this is the support Pangolier. Even if it's a support Pangolier, you commit a rupture on a support Pangolier, it still feels so good. Batrider ban from Xtreme. I think that's the same as well. I should just Lone Druid banned as well. That was banned later on in the draft, so banned a little bit earlier this time from CDEC. Can I just put a recording of my last draft analysis on? Because so far we are exactly the same. Arc Wooden taken out as well. That's the same. So banning out those mid heroes. I believe it was there was another mid hero ban here. The second phase was all mid hero bans. Puck is still in. And Puck and Quap were banned from CDEC, I think.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So CDEC, I mean, I don't think they should just run it back. Xtreme aren't banning any of their heroes from last game. They're sort of saying, hey, if you wanna pick those same heroes again, be our guest. And similarly, CDEC haven't banned any heroes of Xtreme last game, so we're just doing a take 2. Take 1 wasn't good enough for CDEC. Take 2, scene 2, and I don't think it'd be good enough either. Puck, so yeah, do we see a Queen of Pain ban coming here as well from CDEC? That would be keeping the Groundhog Day theme occurring. Bloodseeker has not been banned.
10 seconds remaining.
Tempted to even run a Bloodseeker mid. Coddle as well, yep. That's the same bans. Nothing changed yet from game 1. Everything stands the same. We're halfway through the draft, a bit more halfway through the draft in terms of overall picks and bans, and
10 seconds remaining.
Nothing has changed. Are they even on? Are they on different sides of the map? Bloodseeker is banned. CDEC, they learned their lesson. Okay, Pangolier will have a game, but they still go for the Tusk. So ban the Bloodseeker, pick the Tusk. So CDEC are recognizing that they had a good draft. The only problem with that last draft was they didn't ban the Bloodseeker. That was their failure. They've adapted. They've fixed that issue, and now they continue on their merry way, picking the same heroes. I wonder if Xtreme will, follow down the same path. So treat Protector and Lena this time instead of SF. I think that's a fair enough change. So Treant Protector, good against the Pango with the Overgrowth, can control him in the role. And Lena, even more so than the SF, will probably deal out the damage to this Pango when he's in the role. Those fiery soul stacks will be able to dodge the rolls with the movement speed and then punish with the attack speed as he's trying to roll around and have an impact in this game. So the Pangolier is still being counted in terms of physical damage, and in terms of the Overgrowth, this Pango is still going to have problems. Razor, okay, so we're having a slightly different draft. It's not all the same heroes. Razor, it will counter a sort of physical hitting last one here. Razor doesn't really counter Lena because you want to try and get the static link off onto Lena. She's gonna have enough damage to kill you in the duration of the LSA. You know, if you get stunned as a Razor and the Lena's there hitting, nothing. You know, the static link isn't gonna save you if you get it off on her. So it's probably more counteractively picking the next one. Now, is this an OG style Razor? Is this an offlane Razor?
Radiant,
you know, like an Amar, like how Amar runs Razor in the offlane. I think it is. I don't think you want Amar. You don't Amar. I don't think you want Razor as your safe laner here. So thinking mid Pango, offlane Razor, Marcy and Tusk supports.
10 seconds.
However, Marcy did turn out to be a core last time. I'm not 100% sure how CDEC want to run this draft. Final bans, Clinks removed from XtremeGaming. So a little bit fearful of that Clinks coming out again this game. I think the last picks, you know, in terms of cores, Terrorblade is still there. Very, very strong at the moment. Still have Juggernaut, Troll have all been picked recently. Yeah, Void. The Void taken out. Void, the bubble on the Void with this XtremeGaming draft would be incredible as well. I don't think anyone's going to invest a ban into Terrorblade.
10 seconds.
CDEC wants Xtreme to pick like a lifestealer here. Something that the Razor is going to be able to counter quite well in lane, and then as the game progresses. But I don't think Xtreme are just gonna hand them over a Razor pick into a lifestealer pick into a Razor. They're going to be thinking something that can lane against this Razor and punish.
Radiant team ban.
Oh, Rubik last ban? Something's occurred to them here. Enigma is banned out already. Interesting.
10 seconds.
Are they worried about a mid Rubik with this offlane Pango and a safe Razor?
5 seconds remaining.
And it certainly looks like CDEC are still looking to pick their POS 1 here.
Radiant team pick.
But is this the Troll? Now for the Troll, here is a lot of stun. Stun is generally good against Troll. You want to lock this guy down and take him from full to nothing. There is living armor to try and keep him alive just that little bit more. Earth Spirit late game could grab an Aghanim Scepter to kick, you know, Stone Remnant and kick him out. These are all ways that may be able to keep a Troll alive if there's a lot of stun lock. Now Razor into Troll isn't terrible. Thing is with Troll is he'll normally kill you in the mid game faster than what the static link damage will reduce it. But yeah, in lane certainly the static link's pretty decent against the Troll. Not fantastic though, because he still does have the axes, the swirling axes and ranged and melee forms to help. But yeah, and he's pretty quick, pretty speedy as well. Troll in the Berserker form.
Monkey King
Monkey King, the last pick again. So is this going to be a CAC Monkey King this time? Pos 1 Monkey instead of the 4 Monkey we saw? Yeah, so it's a 4 Imitator Marcy this time, 5 Tusk, and offlane Razor, mid Pango, and then safe lane Monkey. Lao on the Troll Warlord, Paparazzi taking the Lena. To the mid lane, DY and PYW. PYW again gets the Earth Spirit. You have to ban this hero. You have to ban this hero. If you don't first fade ban Earth Spirit, they will pick it on XtremeGaming and they will beat you. This guy, you have to respect ban it. You know, maybe teams will start to figure out that you have to respect this PYW Earth Spirit. If you don't respect ban it, then you're just gonna face a lot of trouble. And you picked a core Monkey King. A core Monkey King into a Treant Protector and an Earth Spirit. I think the XtremeGaming draft, just with that last pick, why do you wish to counter yourself? The Monkey King is naturally countered by this Treant Protector and Earth Spirit. They're gonna find you in the trees. They're gonna hunt you down and you will die. Oh, so it's a long way to come back from the draft here, I think, for CDEC. They've let the Earth Spirit through. They picked Pango and somewhat countered by the physical damage coming out, plus the root. Wow, we're off the edge of the map.
Oh boy.
Quickly do our little predictions before the game starts.
Wow. Wow.
I think XtremeGaming are in the box seat in this series. They're one game up. They have an outdraft here in game 2. Their core heroes have been let through. PYW's on the Earth Spirit, and CDEC have picked a Pos 1 Monkey into clear counter picks. They countered themselves, believe it or not, with that last pick Monkey King. So let's see what lanes they go to. Razor looking like he might head bottom.
30 seconds to battle.
Expecting maybe a lane change. They see Troll underneath the vision, maybe? Don't think so. This division isn't quite seeing Lao on the Troll. The early wards up on these ramps for both teams, covering the movements through the jungle. Also, obs on the high grounds. Rune contest. Looks like both teams will get 1 or 2 runes each, and will be moving into the laning phase. So in the mid lane, 70 playing Pangolier for CDEC. Be laning against Lena, being played by Paparazzi. That's certainly Lena favored in that lane. In the safe lane for CDEC, I think Razor's here currently. They may be doing some musical lanes here. Razor here currently with Imitator, playing the Marcy. They'll be laning against Lao and PYW on the Troll and the Earth Spirit. And the top lane with the Monkey King, Pos 1, with being supported by Undyne, playing against DY and Old 11. So both teams have actually switched the lanes. I'm not sure if that's what they wanted. This is what probably CDEC wanted. Not 100% sure. They have the Razor against the Troll, so it might have been the counter mind games there. In comes with the rebound. Level 1 plasma field. Imitator will take a little bit of damage. PYW happy to trade a little bit of life early on. He's got the ring of regen already, so happy to try and get a little extra value out of that starting item. This Monkey King in this top lane, Death Prophet with the Spirit Siphon can somewhat hold their ground against you if the Jingu stacks are starting to proc off. Mid lane Paparazzi went for the 1 in Dragon Slave instead of the Light Striker Ray to begin with. Wants to pressure this lane early. 8-1 to Pango's 4-0. So already doubling up on the last hits. Paparazzi will just continue to pressure. Just look at these right clicks coming out. 7E. Find it hard to sustain himself in this lane. Is that the bottle arriving? Yeah, the bottle arriving for Paparazzi. So already he's looking good in this lane. Bottom, PYW is level 2. Same is Imitator. So dispose and rebound online. Static link ready for Shang Yu. Will DY go for the maxed out Leech Seed again here this game, or at least the early level 2? I think he will in this lane against the Monkey King. I think if they can brawl. I think they can actually brawl against the Monkey King with the level 2 in Leech Seed and the level 2 in Spirit Siphon. Maybe Kak might think he can hold his ground with 2 in Jingyu, but I think it will be hard. He's just sort of standing up here. Undyne hanging off to the side with the tag team, waiting to see if he can come in. The rebound dispose into the static link is pretty good against the troll, because troll has no way to get out unless he's kicked maybe by PYW. Gonna be fast enough to chase down that courier. Oh, the roll is blocked by Imitator as well, so taking a little bit of extra damage but saving his courier in the process. And Paparazzi is still just clicking 7E in this mid lane. 20 last hits to 12. It's getting out of control. Troll and Razor both with similar last hits. Top lane is still reasonably even. Leech Seed will come out. It is level 2. Spirit Siphon running through, plus the Nature's guys. 7 DY I thought might commit in there for a right click. Could have been turned around on by the Boundless Strike plus Jingu, so we'll play it a little bit safe. But in the harass damage in this top lane for XtremeGaming, you don't always have to kill the heroes in the lane, but just harassing them down is sometimes enough. I think if you're picking this master, you really want to leverage the early levels. You know, as soon as you get this level 2, you want to immediately rebound in on this troll and toss him back in. Get the static link off. Like right now, just go in. Get the damage. And try and win the lane through a little bit of harass. Scott Beasy, welcome into the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Top lane. Nothing much happening here at the moment. The lane advantage seems to be going the way of Xtreme. Despite this troll lane, I don't think it should be given this much right. I mean, he's got a static link and he hasn't used it. He's got to start using this static link on this troll. It's a very simple combination that CDEC could pull off on here. You just rebound in, toss in the troll, and you static link up, and you probably do half his HP pool, and then you can just win the lane from there. I really think that they're missing a trick here on the bottom lane CDEC by not using the early power of this Marcy. Level 4 does get the double stun on the Nature's guy. I think they're happy to fight here with the brawl. Yeah, Kak, I don't think he can sustain. He can't. This is what I was calling out. With that level 2 in Jingu, he thought he could go in with the Leech Seed and the Spirit Siphon. This top lane, they might even get a secondary kill here as well. Last click with the urn ticking down. Bottom lane, Earth Spirit did go down. PYW actually was in the mid. Lena living at home, so was a rotation made mid at the same time as that top brawl, but Monkey King, you can't commit against that. You really don't want to run in on a Leech Seed and a Spirit Siphon. Rarely do you probably play against the level 2 Leech Seed early in lane, and the damage and to return heal that comes out, it's not to be scoffed at. You can't really kill the Death Prophet in that situation. She's getting the Spirit Siphon heal, she's getting the Lich Seed heal. You have to respect it. Laguna is available on Paparazzi. 37 last hits to the 23 of 7E. Really struggling in this mid lane. Imitator 2 in rebound now. Oh, they are on the PYW, but he does have a level 1 in roll. 2 in the Boulder Smash at the moment. Top lane, they're trying to get onto Old 11. He's got the 2 Spirit Siphons going. Jingu is available, but in comes the Nature's guys. And maybe the Lich Seed? No. Actually, there it is now. Kak will Lich Seed up after the misbound the strike. And Turns out Death Prophet can match up against Monkey King perfectly well. So CDEC getting the lanes they wanted, but not really getting what they needed into it. Actually, now this time they're going to go in. Stagling catches out onto Troll. Imitator will have the dispose if he wants it. Chucking him back in the Troll. Lau might just try and fight up. He can't. He can't fight. So I mean, I think CDEC have been missing a trick this bottom lane. I say it again. Troll cannot fight into this Razor and Marcy. You just toss him in, you steal his damage, and what's he going to do? So I think they probably missed, 7 minutes of good pressure on this bottom lane, and Troll's just been let farm. He's got 40 last hits. There's no way he should win this lane. There is not a single way that Troll should be winning this lane with 40 last hits to 30 Razor right now, with a Marcy supporting. That's just ridiculous. Cac caught by the Leech Seed. Leech Seed plus the Nature's Grasp. Not quite leveled up enough to keep him in there too much. Maybe the base movement speed reduction. XtremeGaming, although they're only up 1k gold, and it's a 1-to-1 kills at the moment, they certainly look like around the map and in the lanes they are getting outplaced. Paparazzi, oh, the damage. Imitator trying to heal from the sidekick. Roll comes in from 70. Paparazzi dodges it. Oh, my. Paparazzi's in this little alcove. 70, he can't quite get there. Now he's dropped over the edge. He might turn around. He has an LSA. 70, haste runs out. Now he turns around. Paparazzi just styling this mid lane. Just knowing exactly the positioning of that Rolling Thunder and what it can and can't do. Exorcism available on Death Prophet. Monkey King is still only level 5. Dante Garland, welcome into the stream. Bottom lane. Link coming out loud, walking it off. There's a rotation from DY, but you walked into a lightning storm. Out comes the Nature's Graph. Leech Seed available. PYW, he's here again. Oh. Like jumping back in, but Troll might actually go down with the rebound. Imitator committing in for the kill. Will die for it. But happily die to get the kill on the POS 1 of XtremeGaming. And that's the potential they have. Like, they took a 3v2 fight in this bottom lane from CDEC just then. They could have been bodying Troll for the past 9 minutes, and they've chosen not to. Troll has got a completely free lane. I'm finding it hard to believe how free a lane they gave that Troll in the off lane. Cancelling up the TP. Old 11 will now be stuck in this top lane. Dante Garland, yeah, we've already casted RNG bottom lane. Axes coming out. They're getting on top of the Razor. The damage reduction's there, but you're only sucking it from the Troll. When you don't have the support of that Marcy, then you will go down. Troll lost all his damage. But PYW and the Trim Protector were still hitting. Yeah, we did already catch RNG and Asta Ares earlier today, Dante Garland. And I mean, it was a rout. It was a rout. it was pretty dominant performance from RNG. Razor TP's back in this bottom lane. He's got no way out. There's 3 heroes here from Xtreme. If Razor shows, he'll know that he hasn't got a way to get out of this situation. I'm gonna use the plasma field. There is a catapult hitting. 2 supports it. Ooh, just scouting out there. We'll show here now. I think this is just a go sign, although the rotations are coming. Here comes a Rolling Thunder. Tries to catch over to Lau, but he is fast enough to get away. Imitator couldn't quite get the follow-on. DY dropping down the overgrowth, slowing down the rotations. Are there any other TPs coming in from Xtreme? But PYW back in with the stun. Magnetize over onto all 3. Rocking up that Magnetize. Lau popping the ultimate, protecting PYW. Magnetize continues to be stacked up. Troll will end up going down. Exorcism. Old 11's here. He wants to get underneath the tower with the Spirit Siphons running. Shang Yu will go down and in underneath the trees. 70 just trying to TP away. Undying. He's stuck here as this task. And the tier 1 tower, Paparazzi, will arrive to do the last little bit of damage.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower.
Yeah, we've seen it before, right, Dante Garland? I don't know. I think the Chinese region's different. They look in a different class. It's Xtreme and RNG are looking very, very strong. D White being scattered out. He has his own ward up on this top area, so he's perfectly safe to play around in these trees. Won't really get caught out. Trying to keep this tower alive as long as possible with the living armor. It is level 2 at the moment. Only the one in Nature's Graph. So with this early build of Leech Seed, which was really helpful in the lane, and you know, turned around on this Monkey King a couple of times, it does mean you don't get these early levels in Nature's Grass. It is harder to hold these tier 1 towers from the tree line. But as we move into this mid game, this POS 1 from CDEC is just so heavily countered. He's going to be found in the trees. There is the tree protector. There is the PYW Earth Spirit, and they counterpick themselves. I remind anyone just joining the draft now, it was a last pick Monkey King when they already saw the tree protector and the Earth Spirit. So last pick POS 1 Monkey King into 2 clear counters. It's going to be rough. I think Monkey King's tree is going to be cut a few times.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
URW on the hunt again. The roll. Ooh, he actually misses for once. I think that's the first roll I've seen him miss all series. The magnet wasn't quite connected for PYW that time.
Radiant are scanning.
But the smoke comes out immediately. PYW has a level 3 rolling bolt. Not quite the 4 yet. Get that reduced cooldown. 8 to 4 is a massive, massive change in cooldown. So that additional level effectively turns PYW on with this Earth Spirit. Going out. Try and catch Undyne. He's level 6. Coming up the high ground. Exorcism's popped. The stun comes out with the follow-up silence. And Tusk. Bing, 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 bing. PYW's radar. It was binging. He found the kill. And Exo's popped on the mid lane. Tier 1 tower will struggle to survive over in the river. Paparazzi's been caught. The Rolling Thunder. Imitator's there with the Unleash. LSA comes out. It is enough to save him temporarily, but not too much. Overgrowth comes through. Old 11. He's in the middle of it all with the Ghost. PYW's on the chase. Spirit Vessel onto 7E and Magnetized just for good measure. 7E goes down. Paparazzi says, I'm glad you guys gave me all the attention. My team just cleaned you up and took your tier 1 tower. Lau working towards Battle Fury. Must be very close to getting it. I can't see the Claymore queued up, so it might be already in the courier. I believe you wouldn't send that out. Yeah, it must be coming to him now on the courier, yeah. Aced it out, yep, so he's got the Battle Fury on Troll Warlord. And he is pretty much top net worth. Only his own Lena is ahead of him, 15 minutes in. And what are they going to do now? Troll is going to continue to scale. Monkey King is countered. Pangolier is countered. It's a 4 Marcy who's a long way away from a BKB. CDEC are in struggle street, 15 minutes in on this game. Already a 3k net worth lead. It's going to start getting out of control. Imitator has the rebound. Monkey King's in the area. He needs to have an escape route. Undyne, no items coming his way just yet. Very, very poor. Only 1800 gold to speak of. 7E has a blink dagger. Once again on Paparazzi. PYW's waiting. The Spidey senses were triggering for PYW. Smoke from Imitator is the only one actually under the cover of it. Has the rebound, wants to get a target. But XtremeGaming, they know what's up. They're just hanging in the trees. The whole team is here ready to make a counterplay. Death Prophet's the only one down the bottom lane, but she's joining them too. Exorcism in 10. They want to take a fight mid. They're inviting him in. In comes the roll over onto Lau. He's going to have an ultimate if he wants to get it off here. He needs a little bit longer. No, the silence is not quite fast enough. On the back line though, Marcy goes down 2. The combination of Paparazzi, Laguna is used. They just had enough burst for that troll. I don't think Lau anticipated that they would burst him from full to nothing. I think he suspected he'd have a chance to get that battle trance off and pretty much turn around the fight on CDEC. Even with that though, It's not terribly bad for XtremeGaming. Is it the shoes? Welcome to the stream. No good to hear you having a rough night, mate. But hopefully I can cheer you up with a little bit of hype. Undyne will roll over to the creep wave and then tumble his toy actually back towards Old 11. But Old 11, like a grandfather ignoring the erring grandchild, just ignores him and keeps going to work on the creep wave. Undyne down the ramp of death, does plant the sentry and the obs. Trying to keep this tier 1 up as healthy as they can with the heals. What level is that heal now? It is level 4 on the living armor. So DY's permanent job right now is to keep this tier 1 tower alive as long as possible. If that tier 1 tower lives, you win the game. Now, I don't think I've ever seen a team lose a game of Dota when they have their tier 1 alive. Just saying, tier 1 mid alive. I don't think I've ever seen a team lose. That would be quite an unusual game. They hit there. Are they going to defend it? Paparazzi is off to the side with the BKB in the trees. PYW's in the area. They're trying to get the catch up on the high ground. There's no one there. But Exo was popped. I don't think they actually got the kill. TP may have came out. Yeah. TP came out. And Exo has been expended. 4k gold lead though, 5k gold. Here comes the roll, does catch over on Imitator. PYW's gone in a little deep and he will get exploded by the rolling thunder. Exo has a little bit of duration left with the overgrowth coming out over 7E. BKB popped on Shang Yu and Troll has rolled up to the party, knocking down Pangolier. Rebound movement in addition for that Razor. I mean, he's going to run pretty quickly with that rebound. He's only got the 1 in Storm Surge, but it was already a lot of movement speed with that level 4 rebound. 40% movement speed for 5 seconds. So little cool combo there. Once Razor gets that Storm Surge leveled up, he's going to be running very fast if the rebound target comes in onto him. PYW close to getting the Yule Scepter. Be able to catch, but also keep himself alive. If an initiation goes a little bit wrong like it did there, just buy some time before his team can catch up. But the tier 1 tower stands. So despite maybe losing a couple of heroes there, the tier 1 tower stands. And it just keeps getting healed up. DY, he refuses to let it die. Undyne, still no Blink Dagger. 895 gold away. Lau is scaling now with this Battle Fury 5k gold. Even with sort of losing a bit of a fight there, they're still increasing in the gold lead. Oh, Monkey. Oh, URW. He catches him actually on the secondary roll. He knows where he is in the trees. Oh, he rolls the wrong way. Oh, PYW, you gotta be careful. Cack on this Monkey King. He's hunting you out. TP's in the middle because there's a fight here. They're looking for the tier 1 tower. Unleash has been procced. Trying to commit on this tower. DY has the living armor. Pops it on the tower again. And it's still keeping alive. URW, if he had the grip for that secondary, would have got the cut on the tree. Just missed the tree cut the first time. So Paparazzi with the Shadow Blade now, a little bit more initiation capacity, but also the damage, attack speed that's going to come out from that will enable him to scale into this right clicker as the game progresses. Old 11 going once again for this utility build, same game as last time, same build as last time with the Spirit Vessel, Yule Scepter into the BKB, and then just the casual plate mail. That's what he did last time. It's just queued up, casual plate mail, 1400 gold, 10 armor. Recognizes it against a Razor, against a Tusk, a Pangolier, a Monkey King, Marcy. That just value 10 armor will be something that keeps him alive. Now, yeah, sure, later on it may be turned into an AC or a Shiva's Guard. For the time being, it's just the value armor. Scan comes out. They catch CDEC. In fact, Lau's running forward. He wants to almost find them. BKB pox, and he just goes to work. Imitator, you jumped into the wrong area, and he will go down. URW finding the catch. BKB popped over on Shang Yu. TP comes out, and the physical damage won't be there fast enough, but URW is still on the hunt. Finds out Undyne does have the combo of spells once again. Good C7E here. T1 tower is still being healed. And into the Roach Pit they go. Exorcism has a quarter duration. No, they're back out. Don't want to commit at the moment. Decide that with the Exo pretty much being expired, not the best decision. URW though. The radar. It's ticking. It's ticking. He pings it. He pings right on top. He knows. Ding, ding, ding. The TP comes out. I think he's trying to almost bait it, but Pango doesn't take the bait. Even with his own team moving across. I mean, PYW, there was a green ping right on top of exactly where Pango was standing. He felt it. I'm surprised he didn't go for it. Into the Rosh Pit they go with the Unleash tag team plus the sidekick. It's going to die quick. Will there be a contest? Have to go now if they're going to. Roche is disarmed. I don't think it'll be in time. They would be able to huge magnetize. The BKBs would just come out to counter. And XtremeGaming, recognizing this isn't their time with the Exorcism down for 50. Yeah, you take that sort of fight, that's the sort of fight you can lose your 6k lead very, very quickly. Even though you feel like you have to contest that Roche, it is just the first Roche. Just an Aegis. No cheese or shard or Aghanims or refreshers at this point. Monkey King will have the 2 lives, so starting to become quite a threat. But I think in this situation, XtremeGaming will probably just play the map. Lena has a DD bottle up, has the Silver Edge complete, and thinking with this build, we'll probably build into a Satanic, most likely next. Get that additional HP, but the ability to turn around with the BKB Satanic. Keep himself alive if he does get initiated on. Hasn't got anything queued up just yet, but with the Brigand's Blade, he's definitely hitting hard. PRW Yule's complete. Lau, BKB working into the SMY Blink Dagger, wants to be a bit of status resistance and movement speed, be able to get in and fight. 70 has a Basher complete. Didn't actually go for the Diffusal Blade this time, and went straight into the Basher, going for the Aghanims. I think this is very, very smart. So the issue this game is going to be the Troll Warlord and the Lena. And it's going to be the physical damage. So how can you stop that? Just have lots and lots of swashbuckles going off, lots of blocks of bash chances, and just hope beyond hope that the bashes will be enough to control them long enough. URW goes in, kicks him back. Yules comes out as well. Is there a follow-up? Follow-up stun as well. DY's here. LSA. PYW. I mean, his team wasn't even close. Just makes the call, says, come mid, I'll set something up for you, Paparazzi. Paparazzi farms a couple more camps, runs the middle, eventually arrives, while PYW's just kept Marcy occupied for the past 30 seconds. That's what it felt like anyway. Bottom lane. Ow, he's hunting out Angolier, but Blink TP away. Lena has the DD procced. Anyone who gets LSA'd or stunned here is dead. If he gets... Oh. If Shang-Yu gets stunned, I don't think he lives long enough to get the BKB off. But XtremeGaming will back away, continue their farm. 5k lead at the moment. Has plateaued for the last, 5 minutes or so. Not getting any further out of control for CDEC, but certainly they're not catching up. And when you have an Aegis, you got to bear in mind, this is with an Aegis. This is with the Monkey King Aegis. They aren't catching up. They still haven't even taken this tier 1 tower. And looks like XtremeGaming are loath to give it up. Even against the Aegis, they're still trying to defend. Paparazzi coming in. Exorcism is popped, stunned over onto the Monkey King. They're trying to burn through this first light. Overgrowth comes through onto the Marcy, gets blown up by Paparazzi with the BKB coming through. That's the first life dead, and 3 it. Oh, it's not good for CDEC. The second life, he has respawned underneath the tower. He's trying to fight, but with the Troll Warlord on top of him, he just can't. PYW will die just denying the reinforcements of CDEC, but it's a 3-for-1, and they cleared out the Aegis. The Monkey King died twice, and as I was just hinting at, with the Aegis, they still hadn't taken a tier 1 tower, and they weren't actually improving on the net worth with the Aegis. They try to take a fight. They try to get this tier 1 that has been standing strong for so long now, being constantly healed by DY. And they just punished. Monkey King dies twice. The team is left in shambles. PYW makes sure that there's no connection to help on this Monkey King's respawn. And top lane, they know where he is. They get the Yules. PYW again with the catch, the follow-up stun. Surely there'll be a root here in a moment. Roll up, but roll up isn't going to save you from the physical damage coming out from Lau. He's got the Yasha. Blink Dagger is available. I say it once, I'll say it 100 times. You got to respect ban PYW's Earth Spirit. It is too good. He's too good on this hero. Invis Rune on Undyne. Moving across to the bottom lane. Xtreme steamrolling the series. Toskek, welcome into the stream. Yeah. Xtreme and RNG seem to be on another level. PYW actually getting close to the BKB now as well. So once he has that, he'll have no fear of going in at all. Not that he has any fear at all on this PYW Earth Spirit. Fear is not in his vocabulary. And the tower, it keeps getting healed. I'll make the call. I don't think a team will ever lose a game of Dota when their tier 1 tower mid stands. Level 20 now on Troll, getting the additional Berserker's Rage armor. This is insane. Look at the armor. Recognize the damage. Casual plate mail actually wants to turn into a low sword this game, but the armor valuing. You got a Monkey King, Razor, Marcy, Tusk, all these heroes. It's a physical damage draft. It's a physical damage draft. And just get armor. Just get the Berserker's Rage armor, get a plate mail. Bottom lane. Looks like the fight's going to be kicking off. There are also 5-man TP coming in. DY, he's probably going to get a huge overgrowth if he doesn't get burst down. The bash comes through, he will die. There's no buyback in the middle of the fight. The death probably goes down, and Paparazzi, they're on the run. BKB TP away. Is there a bash? There is a bash! Paparazzi will fall. And the 5-man rotation from CDEC catches them out. Xtreme has to make their way. Wait, there's a gem on the deck. Imitator, he's looking for it. Pinging it out. Where is it? Do find it. Gem does go down. The courier was on the path to try and find it, but so a successful fight from CDEC, but yeah, it's still 6k net worth lead. Troll made it out. PYW made it out, the real carry of this game. They do gain a little bit of gold back, but it's a blip. It's a blip. It's not anything too significant just yet, unless they get another teamfight win in a row for CDEC. Roche is not up for potentially another 46 seconds. Stardust Immortal, welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful day.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Lau just getting a little too large now, though, with the BKB and with the Basher BKB blink in. I think he can control pretty much anyone on the side of CDEC. Even the Monkey King will struggle to fight against that. Really be a battle of the Bash Wars, but with Troll attacking faster, I think there's going to be more Bashes coming out over on the Monkey King. PYW, of course, with the Ogre Seal Totem. I think the memeiest new neutral item in the game. Just look at the animation on that thing. That's beautiful. That's beauty right there. It's elegance. DY, full staff, wasn't able to save himself there. I wonder if he wants to get towards an Aeon Disc, just so he doesn't get completely burst from full to nothing. Blinking and checking to see if Roche is available. It is not yet. We'll instead aim for the blink dagger, so in like that situation in the bottom lane, he's not caught so much in the middle of the fight. He can hang back further, blink in, get off that overgrowth, and probably, if he gets the overgrowth that fight, I think they turn around and win it. Because Old 11 wouldn't get stun locked and destroyed if the overgrowth is there. Paparazzi, it's the Satanic complete, and MKB will be next. TT bottled up. Oh, I think you got to go with this. Paparazzi level 20. He has the Fiery Soul per stack. Level 20 talent with a DD rune. As long as he doesn't get fully burst, I think he kills the entire team of CDEC. I don't think there's any chance they actually survive. It's a chance to BKB and Satanic, and they will just evaporate in front of him. It's a smoke on smoke, though. Who's going to come up the high ground? XtremeGaming, they're looping around. PYW's in the lead. No BKB ready yet. Old 11, as long as he gets the EXO and BKB off, should be fine. EXO is popped. Imitator, BKB with the Unleash in the middle of the fight. Coming through the Rolling Thunder. Overgrowth catches this Pangolier, and he will go down under the effect. Buyback immediately. Monkey King has the Wukong's command. BKB fighting out in the middle of the fight. Lena will go down. Paparazzi is dead. Another buyback coming out from the tusk. PYW and Old 11 trying to get out of here. Exorcism, it's always a rule. You never want to chase a Death Prophet with an excess of rolling. Turnaround with the ulti from Lau. Razor is in a lot of trouble. Snowball coming through over on a DY. PYW following up the stuns on the Monkey King. And he goes down on the Monkey King. He's not going to buy back. It's an ultra kill for Old 11. You don't chase a Death Prophet. That's the #1 rule. You learn that back down in Archon. Don't chase an exorcism. It never works out well. So Old 11 will now work towards a Aeon Disc. So he cannot be bursted. And he's recognizing if he lives in these fights, if he just lives a little bit, sustains through that early burst, should be fine to carry the fights. Lau, Basher, working towards now the MKB and the Swift Blink. Just wants to immediately get in on top of someone and blow them up with the attack speed. Basher, Imitator, it's going to be Basher City. That's 3 Bashers they're working on. Yeah, they've already got 2. 3rd Basher coming up. Maybe Tusk will get a Basher as well. I doubt it. Razor Basher? No, he'll go for a Hex. Pressure was used in that fight. Roshan has been found and will not last for long. Once the further stacks build up, there we go, 12 further stacks. And you see how fast the Troll Wall is attacking right now. Between the roots and the Bashers, the roots that go through BKB. I'm sure that was a recent change in one of the patches. The Aegis on Lena. Checking out buyback status. Yeah, it's Lena and Troll actually don't have buybacks. Death Prophet, Monkey King do, as long as PYW and DY. So mainly the side of Xtreme that have the buybacks at the moment. They are smoked up. Paparazzi leading the way with the Aegis. The MKBs are going to be coming out, I think, just as primarily damage items, because there's not... I mean, there is an Elven Tunic, 16% evasion on the Monkey King, but apart from that, there's no halberds. At this point, there's no butterflies. And of course, no innate evasion on any of these heroes. So MKB is just being built as good damage items. And potentially countering any future evasion. So the bottom lane push is coming through. Are they going to catch? They catch Troll. He hasn't got an Aegis. He gets off the BKB. Is running away. The bash is there. He has to pop the ulti. He does get it off, actually. They might turn around on top of this. DY goes to the overthrow. All over on 3. Exorcism in the middle of the fight. PYW, BKB as well. The Razor's forced to leave. Troll did eventually go down, but at what cost? 2 dead on the side of CDEC, turning around with the BKB and the Wukong's command, trying to fight the Exorcism. Ghost will go through it. Rebound stun over on to the Death Prophet. Old 11, he's going back in. Imitator dies to the Laguna. And now they're on into the base. Stun coming through over on the Monkey Goose, seeing Ogre seal Totem to get back out. And Old 11, he's chasing him to the fountain. He says, get back in there, Monkey King. He gets the kill. Old 11. He's a spooky, spooky ghost man. And he just chases him under the tier 4s all the way back to the fountain. Paparazzi's still alive. The tier 2s. The tier 2 is up, Extreme Gaming. You gotta kill this one first before the Ancient can fall. So Troll dying at the start of that fight. But even with Troll dying, the side of Extreme Gaming still had enough. Like, when you've got 3 cores at the top of the net worth chart, it's not just a 4 protect 1 situation here. Lena and Death Prophet, they can hold their own. Paparazzi, he's a carry in himself. Like, these items do not muck around. If he is not addressed, he will kill people. Same with the Death Prophet, as you saw then. As soon as the BKB was down, he just chased him down with the Spirit Vessel. He's got 10 charges on. In fact, it's in the backpack. That's how stacked he is right now. He's got to give this gem over to somebody else. Give it to a support. Hand it off to PYW. Completed Octarine Core, but the rotations are maybe coming bottom. Undyne with the Blink Punch. Level 15. Snowball damage plus the Walrus Punch duration. I think wants to maybe get some XP on this bottom lane. Hide in the trees. Maybe get towards his BKB a little bit more. So this second game, CDEC putting up much more of a fight than game 1, but it is now a 21k gold lead to Extreme Gaming. You look at that gold graph. Golden XP. Gaben says 95%. Rolling in. PYW. He's everywhere. He goes again. He's trying to find... Gets the Yules. Will be a follow-up stunt. Exorcism is popped. Silence on top. And Lau's in there with the BKB. Popping out the damage with the Swift Blink. In the middle. Wukon's command is actually crouched down. Never on DY. Pops out the Overgrowth. Chuck back in with the Dispose. 4 staffed away. Lau is out of the Overgrowth. 11, the Ghost though. The Ghost, he's in the middle of the Wukons. He doesn't even care. What ultimate, he says. What ultimate? Cax forces to try and run away. It's the 4-man's. Found the strike, but he dies anyway. Lau gets the bash. Snowball save will only save him for a moment with the damage coming through. And with a 5-man team wipe under the tier 4s. I have to think that we're coming to a close in this game. And onto the tier 4s. This should pretty much signal the end. There's a glyph. CDEC are unwilling to give this up. But Paparazzi has the damage with the MKB. And buyback from Marcy. Wants to try and dispose him back in, but didn't quite catch him. There was a bait from PYW. And onto the Aegis, onto the throne they go. Yule's up. There'll be a follow-up stun if needed, but it's GG. Throne will go down. Extreme Gaming take game 2 against CDEC and will advance to the upper bracket final against RNG.